Right, you degenerates, welcome back for another deep dive. And this time, we're going through World Soccer Magazine.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know the one even I've heard of? And my football knowledge is, well, let's just say it's limited.
I think we can all relate to that.
Yeah, so strap in while we try and sift through this shit and see if we can find any gold.
Well, you've come to the right place because World Soccer has been around since 1960,
Shit.
which makes it the UK's oldest football magazine, still going.
Older than the freaking Beatles.
That's right.
Damn, so they must see some shit, right? Like all sorts of crazy stuff going on while these guys are chasing a ball around.
Absolutely. I mean, all that context feeds into their awards, right? So, like, if you take the Men's World Player of the Year, for example,
Okay.
it's not just about individual brilliance.
Yeah.
It's a reflection of the era,
Yeah.
the dominant styles, the whole landscape of the sport.
So let's cut the crap and get to the good stuff.
Okay.
Messi's got the record with 6 wins.
He does.
What makes him so goddamn special that he can dominate for that long?
I mean, you can't deny the raw talent.
Yeah.
The guy's a freak of nature.
Sure.
But it's more than that. Like, he's incredibly adaptable.
Okay.
If you look at how he's evolved his game over the years, he's not just a speed demon anymore.
Right.
He's a playmaker.
Yeah.
He's a strategist, a puppet master out there.
So he's like constantly one step ahead of the game.
Exactly.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. And you see similar patterns with other back-to-back winners,
Okay.
like Platini in the 80s.
Yeah.
Elegance, precision, deadly from set pieces.
Yeah.
Controlled the midfield like a conductor leading an orchestra.
Okay.
Then you've got Ronaldinho in the early 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
That Brazilian magician.
Yeah.
Dribbling skills that make your head spin. And he always played with this infectious joy.
So they weren't just winning because they were good. They were like changing the way the game was played.
Exactly.
That makes you wonder what the hell is happening now that's going to shape the next generation of players.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
But the best way to predict the future is to understand the past.
Yeah.
And that's why these awards are so fascinating.
Okay. I'm starting to see your point. It's not just a dick measuring contest for who's got the most trophies.
It's not.
There's a whole story behind each winner.
There is.
But enough about the players. What about the guys calling the shots? Let's dive into Manager of the Year awards.
Okay.
Who are these tactical masterminds, and were any of them complete assholes?
Oh, you want assholes. Football management is practically a breeding ground for them.
All right, give us the dirt. Who is the biggest hard ass of the bunch?
Well, you can't talk about managerial dominance without mentioning Sir Alex Ferguson.
Okay.
4-time winner. The guy was a force of nature, built dynasties, won everything. But he was also known for his infamous hairdryer treatment.
Hairdryer treatment.
Yeah.
Sounds kinky. What the hell is that?
Imagine being on the receiving end of the most brutal, soul-crushing verbal beatdown you've ever experienced. All because you missed a goddamn penalty.
Oh.
That's the hairdryer.
So basically, he scared the shit out of them into winning.
Pretty much, yeah. He demanded excellence, and he wasn't afraid to rip you a new one if you weren't delivering.
Sounds intense.
Yeah.
Who else was up there with Fergie in the mindfuckery department?
Well, you've got Jose Mourinho,
Okay.
a 3-time winner, brilliant tactician, but also a master manipulator, loved to play mind games with the press, the opponents, even his own players.
So like a psychological warfare expert disguised as a football manager.
That's one way to put it.
I kind of dig that.
He definitely kept things interesting.
Yeah.
But there's more to management than just intimidation tactics.
Yeah.
You got guys like Pep Guardiola,
Yeah.
who's revolutionized the game with his possession-based attacking style.
Okay.
He's won Manager of the Year twice.
Right.
And his influence on modern football is undeniable.
Okay. So there are different styles of winning, right?
Absolutely.
Some guys scream and shout. Others are more like cerebral.
Yeah.
It's like a goddamn chess match with these managers. But enough about tactics and tantrums. Let's get to the Team of the Year awards. This is where shit gets really interesting.
Why is that?
Because it's not just about individual brilliance or managerial genius. It's about a whole squad of players coming together,
Yes.
defying the odds, and achieving something extraordinary.
You're right. And World Soccer's Team of the Year has seen some truly surprising winners over the years.
Okay.
You've got your usual suspects, the Barcelonas and Real Madrids, but then you got some real wild cards in there.
Like who? Give us the juicy bits.
We'll take Greece in 2004, for example.
Greece.
No one expected them to win the Euros. They weren't even considered a top contender.
So how the hell did they pull it off?
They played with incredible discipline, defended like lions, and capitalized on their opponent's mistakes.
Right.
It was a masterclass in tactical execution and a testament to the power of teamwork.
So it's like those underdog sports movies where the scrappy team beats the arrogant favorites.
Exactly.
I love that shit. Yeah. What other underdog stories did World Soccer pick up on?
How about Iraq in 2007?
Iraq.
This one goes beyond football. Imagine winning Team of the Year while your country is in the middle of a bloody war.
Yeah, that's heavy. So they weren't just playing for themselves, they were playing for their entire nation.
Exactly. That team unified a nation, gave them hope when they needed it most. It was a victory that transcended sport.
I gotta admit, that's pretty fucking inspiring. So we got individual brilliance, tactical masterminds, and underdog stories. What other weird shit did World Soccer cook up in their awards?
Well, they've got awards for pretty much every aspect of the game.
Oh, okay.
Women's World Player of the Year, Referee of the Year, you name it.
Hold up, referees.
Yeah.
Those wankers get an award.
They do.
What, for screwing over my fantasy team week after week?
Someone's got to keep those prima donnas in check. But seriously, though, Women's World Player of the Year is a big deal.
Okay.
It's been fascinating to watch the growth of women's football over the years.
Yeah.
And this award reflects that.
All right, fair enough. So who are these badass women taking home the trophy?
Well, lately it's been dominated by absolute powerhouses like Pernille Harder and Alexia Putellas.
Okay.
Harder's this incredible Danish striker,
Okay.
powerful and precise, while Putellas is a Spanish midfield maestro,
Okay.
pulling the strings and dictating the play.
Sounds like they could give those fancy-footed fellas in the men's game a run for their money.
Absolutely. The skill level in women's football has skyrocketed, and these women are leading the charge.
All right, respect to the ladies. But let's get back to the guys for a minute. We got to talk about World Soccer's greatest ectie of all time.
Okay.
Hit us with that legendary lineup.
All right, buckle up.
Hmm?
In goal, we got Lev Yashin,
Okay.
the Black Spider, a Soviet legend known for his insane reflexes and acrobatic saves.
So basically, he could stop a goddamn meteor with his bare hands.
Pretty much. Then we got a backline of Cafu, the Brazilian engine who could run up and down the flank all day.
Yeah.
Beckenbauer.
Okay.
The German Kaiser, a defensive genius who could also orchestrate attacks from the back. Bobby Moore,
Yeah.
the English captain who led them to World Cup glory.
Yeah.
And Paolo Maldini,
Okay.
the Italian stalwart who was a rot in defense for over 2 decades.
Damn, that's a backline that could probably stop a tank. Who's running the show in midfield?
Get ready for this. Alfredo Di Stefano, the Argentinian powerhouse who dominated for Real Madrid. Zinedine Zidane,
Oh, yeah.
the French maestro with the silky touch and the headbutt heard around the world. Diogo Maradona,
Okay.
the Argentinian god with the hand of God and the feet of a magician. And Johan Cruyff,
Okay.
the Dutch master who revolutionized football with his total football philosophy.
Hold up. Total football.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like some hippie bullshit. What the hell is that?
Imagine a team where every player can attack,
Right.
every player can defend, and they're constantly interchanging positions, creating this fluid, unpredictable system that just overwhelms opponents.
Okay.
That's total football. And Cruyff was the master.
So it's like organized chaos on the pitch.
Yeah.
Kind of dig that. But who the hell is scoring the goals in this team of all-stars?
Oh, just a couple of guys named Messi and Pele. You might have heard of
Oh,
them.
holy shit, Messi, Andy, Pele. Now that's a strike partnership that could cause a goddamn earthquake.
Yeah.
But who's the mastermind behind this legendary squad? Who's the puppet master pulling the strings?
World Soccer must have a greatest manager of all time award, right?
They do indeed.
Okay.
And the list is just as impressive as the greatest XI.
Okay.
We're talking about the architects of modern football.
Right.
The guys who took tactics and strategy to a whole new level.
All right. Hit me with the names. Who are these tactical geniuses?
Well, leading the pack is none other than Sir Alex Ferguson,
Okay.
the hairdryer-wielding mastermind we talked about earlier.
No surprise there. The guy was basically a footballing dictator. Who else is up there with Fergie? Rinus Michels, the godfather of total football, makes the list.
So he's the guy who turned football into organized chaos. Respect. Who else made the cut?
Helenio Herrera,
Okay.
the Argentinian who is known for his strict discipline and his catenaccio style of play.
Catenaccio. Sounds like some kind of Italian pasta dish.
It's actually a defensive system that focuses on a rock-solid backline and lightning-fast counterattacks.
Okay.
Herrera was a control freak, but his methods brought him immense success.
So basically, he was the footballing version of a drill sergeant. All right. Who's the last guy on this list of tactical mastermind?
Valery Lobanovsky,
Okay.
a Ukrainian scientist who approached football like a chess match,
Okay.
used data analysis and psychological profiling to build his teams.
Data analysis in the 80s. This dude was way ahead of his time. So we've got the dream team, the manager mafia. What's the point of all this? Why should anyone give a shit?
Because these lists aren't just names on a page.
Right.
They represent the history of the sport, the different styles, the evolution of tactics, the personalities that shaped football into what it is today.
Okay, I get it. It's a big deal. But you know what I'm really wondering?
What's that?
If I had to pick one team from this greatest XI,
Okay.
a squad of 5 players, no more, no less, who would you choose and why?
That's a tough one. You're really putting me on the spot here.
Yeah.
We're talking about the best of the best.
Yeah.
The titans of the game. How do you even begin to choose?
Come on, you're the expert. You must have a fantasy 5 tucked away somewhere in that football-obsessed brain of yours.
Well, if I had to pick,
Yeah.
I'd go with Yashin in goal.
Okay.
The Black Spider himself. Legendary for his reflexes and agility.
Right.
You need a solid foundation at the back, and he's the best there is.
Solid choice.
Yeah.
Who else makes the cut?
Beckenbauer, of course.
Okay.
Dirk Kaiser. A leader, a playmaker, a defensive genius. He could do it all.
Yeah.
And he did it with style.
All right, so we've got a brick wall in goal and a goddamn field marshal in defense. Who's next?
And then there's Maradona.
Yeah.
No explanation needed.
Right.
El Pibe de Oro, the hand of God, the magician, the rebel.
Right.
You can't have a dream team without a little bit of magic, and he brings that in spades.
Oh, yeah. El Pibe de Oro, the hand of God, the magician, the rebel.
Yeah.
Can't have a dream team without him. 2 more spots left. Who are you going with?
This is where it gets tricky. I mean, how do you choose between Cruyff, Zidane, Messi? They're all titans of the game, each with their own unique style and brilliance.
This is your moment, man. Make the tough calls. Who completes your unstoppable 5?
All right. I'm going with Cruyff.
Okay.
Total football personified.
Right.
The innovator, the artist.
Yeah.
He changed the way the game was played, and his influence can still be seen today.
Cruyff it is. 1 more spot. Who's the final piece of the puzzle?
And to finish it off, I'm going to have to go with Messi.
Messi, the little genius, the goal-scoring machine. Good choice, my friend. Good choice. Now, that's a team I'd pay to see.
Absolutely. It'd be pure magic. But who knows? Maybe in another decade, we'll have a whole new set of contenders for the greatest XI. That's the beauty of football.
Yeah.
It never stops evolving.
True that. But enough about hypotheticals. Let's get back to World Soccer's awards.
Yeah.
What else did we miss? All right, so we've covered a shit ton of ground here. Individual awards, team awards, greatest of all time lists. My brain's starting to feel like a melted football.
Yeah.
What else do these World Soccer geeks give awards for?
Well, they also have a Player of the Decade award,
Okay.
recognizing the most dominant player of each 10-year stretch.
Interesting. So who snagged the trophy for the 2000s? Got it, Messi. Right?
Actually, it was Ronaldinho.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Ronaldinho over Messi. Is that some kind of bullshit?
Well, remember, this was for the entire decade, 2000 to 2009.
Okay.
Messi's absolute peak came a bit later.
Okay.
But in those early years, though, Ronaldinho was untouchable. He was the face of Barcelona, winning the Champions League, the Ballon d'Or, and playing with that infectious joy that captivated the world.
All right, fair enough. Even Messi had to wait his turn, I guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to think about how much football has changed over the years.
From
From those black and white photos of dudes in short shorts
right.
to the global spectacle it is today. The whole different ballgame.
It really is, and World Soccer Magazine has been there through it all.
Yeah.
Documenting the evolution of the game, the triumphs, the heartbreaks, the legendary players, the controversial calls, everything.
So it's like a time capsule of football history. Damn, maybe I should actually check it out sometime.
You should. They've got decades of football goodness to keep you entertained.
All right, folks, that's it for our deep dives into World Soccer Magazine. We covered a lot of ground. Legendary players, tactical masterminds, shocking upsets, and enough historical trivia to bore even the most ardent football fan. But hey, that's what we do here at the Deep Diverity. We take a stack of sources and squeeze out the good stuff, the unexpected nuggets of knowledge that'll make you sound like a goddamn expert at your next pub quiz.
Exactly. And hopefully we've sparked some interesting conversations, some healthy debates, and maybe even inspired you to delve a little deeper into the world of football.
Right.
It's a beautiful game full of passion, drama, and moments of pure brilliance.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
So go on, get out there and impress your mates with your newfound football knowledge And if you're really craving more, check out World Soccer Magazine. They've got decades of football goodness to keep you entertained. Until next time, stay thirsty, my friends.